Robert Hight picks up the funny car win here, moves into second in points, second win in the last 3 years, 30th career win, which ties you with Kenny Bernstein all time. Pretty good day at the office. Where would you like to start from the bottom half of the field?
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you'd have told me this morning John and I'd be in the final, man, I don't know if I'd have taken that bet. I know our teams, work really hard and work well together, but we were struggling. So for both of us to get to the final round and do it on performance, we really ran good all day. Fortunately for me, my auto club team did a great job. First round in the semis, I just was not on my game, and I'm like, why am I so late? I mean, and just, I guess, not focused. Luckily, I had a great race car. The final, I had a little motivation. It was like, I remembered last year going to the U.S. Nationals and not being in that Traxxas shootout. I didn't get a win, so I wasn't in the Traxxas shootout. And it's not much fun to be on the sidelines when everybody else is racing for $100 grand. So got our win. It was the auto club's turn today. Shoot, John's already in there. He doesn't need another win. And we're trying to get him in the points. We moved another round closer to him, and this is a major race for us. I look at the Gatornationals as the East Coast kickoff. There's 5, I think, majors, and I would call those Pomona, the Winter Nationals, Gainesville, Englishtown. I want to win Englishtown, the U.S. Nationals, and I guess 4. So
and
that's
the finals.
And the finals, yeah. Hopefully by then you've got things wrapped up. So, and it's my sponsor's race. But it was a good day. I remember, quite a few years back, getting my alcohol funny car license right here at Frank Hawley's school, and just nervous as can be. Wanted to do it so bad, and we've finally won this thing now twice. Mike Neff, my crew chief, he's won it before, and we've got a lot of great memories here. But we also have one really bad memory, and that's 7 years ago when Eric Medlin lost his life right here on this racetrack. So. We carried Eric with us. We always carry Eric with us, but we put some larger decals on this weekend, and his dad's back with us, so it was a great weekend.
Wait a minute, Alan. You said he tied with Kenny Bernstein. What number is that?
30th.
30?
Yeah, 47th final, tied him with Snake, 30th all-time, 30th win, ties him with Bernstein.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
I can't even believe my name is associated with guys like that. Those are the guys that, man, those were my heroes. John Force, but Kenny Bernstein, I mean, he's the guy that I always watched Kenny. He was always so professional. He was a businessman, and one of my all-time favorites. He worked very hard to get where he's at. So to get him in funny cars, tie him. He's a 4-time champion in funny cars, so I'm trying to win my second.
I want to clarify one thing. He said his crew chief had won this race in 2011. Mike Neff at that time was driving. He won it as a driver, and now
Yes.
he wins it again as a crew chief. And I have one more question I want to ask, and then Bobby, I'll let you have your stuff. You guys on Friday and Saturday, with only 17 cars on the property, do you go into test mode knowing that there's not a lot of qualifying pressure, and then just turn the switch on Sunday?
Not a chance. I could lie to you and say we were playing with them, but that's not the case. We go up there every run trying to do well. Usually we'll test once we're in solid and we're running good. That's when we might take a run and test. But truthfully anymore, you really need four good qualifying runs, and there is no time to test. You test on Mondays when you get a chance. You need 4 good solid runs going into Sunday to really feel like you have a shot at winning one of these races. And going up there in the final, I'm racing the all-time leader, John Force, 16-time champ, my boss, guy that gave me the opportunity to do this. It's tough to race him, and to make matters worse, I'm also racing my ex-team. That's the team that carried me to most of these 30 wins, and it's tough. But it's also a lot of fun when you actually race in the final and it's your teammate and you guys can just go up there and just have some fun.
Now, when you speak of Kenny Bernstein, Don Perdome, John Force, you sound more like a fan who just happens to drive a funny car.
Oh, trust me, I'm a huge fan of this sport. Last weekend I spent up at the March meet. You were up there, Bobby. I'm a huge fan of the sport. We're recreating all of John's history. We're building all of his old funny cars, and I just love this sport. So I watched Kenny Bernstein and Don the Snake Perdome, growing up, and just dreamed, of one day getting a shot at working on one of their cars. Luckily, John Force gave me a shot at working on his car. He hired me, and then can't even still believe that I get to drive one, his auto club car. And we have a 5-year deal with the auto club, so things are looking good right now.
Or get to sit at the Thanksgiving table.
Well, yeah.
Robert, what is John like when you beat him in a race, and what did he say to you after today's race?
Oh, he was happy. He was down there. He told me he was trying to get me. He pedaled his car a couple times. It smoked the tires. But luckily we got lane choice for him in the final, and I think that could have been the difference, because Jimmy Prock had not been down the right lane all weekend long. So, and there were some differences in the lanes. So luckily we were able to stay in the left all day, and Mike Neff was very comfortable with that. And we put those guys over there in the right where they hadn't made a run yet.
Does having a crew chief like Mike Neff give you a little more confidence when in conditions where a lot of people are smoking the tires?
Oh, without a doubt. Mike Neff is a smart racer. First round, Mike Neff, and he never does this. We backed up from the burnout, they lift the body up, and he got in the box. And we set low ET of the event first round. So he's just a savvy racer. Something he must have thought on the burnout that he wanted to play it safe. We're racing Tony Pedregon. His brother was low ET, and he just wanted to play it safe. So I have a lot of confidence driving for Mike Neff. He was a driver before, and he always comes up and says, "No pressure. Let's have some fun." And I'm very fortunate to be on this team, and can't wait for the full season with him. I think we're going to hurt some feelings.
Alan, you might want to explain what in the box means.
Yeah, just for reference, the box on the front of the car, the toy box is what they call it for slang. It is a box that holds all of the timers, all of the stuff that runs the automated systems on the car. There's so much stuff the driver can do, there's a lot of stuff the crew chief controls, and the crew chief made a last minute adjustment that you couldn't do anything about from the driver's seat if you wanted to.
Exactly, and I don't, there's nothing I can do at that point. But yeah, he made a change, and normally crew chiefs don't do that. When that car starts, it's you've got what you've got. But there was something that just dawned on him, or he figured that we needed to do, and he made that last minute adjustment, and we were still low ET. And I asked him later, I said, what were you actually doing? And he said, I turned one of the clutch flows down. So maybe that was the difference of smoking the tires, who knows? But he made the right calls, and I definitely have a lot of confidence in Mike Neff.
Robert, you half jokingly said earlier that, shoot, John doesn't need any more wins. He already got his win this year. But if you listen to him say it, he needs every win possible as he's chasing corporate America. Any chance, any thought run through your head of maybe letting the boss win today?
Not a chance. Not a chance. Nor would he let me win. We're up there trying to win. You never know when you're going to win one of these things. The competition's so tough. And like I said last year, I didn't get a win until the U.S. Nationals. And to get in that track's a shootout's huge. But no, John's up there every round trying to win. And we spent a lot of time in the boardroom over the winter, and now we're out here just on the racetrack and letting our cars sell. So it's corporate America can see that we're pretty strong right now.
And he would have been pretty disappointed if anything like that shenanigans type thing, like letting him.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. He's up there. He knows that I'm going after him, as well as I know he's going after me.
Robert, can you describe your final run, basically from before you hit the pre-stage and all the way through to the finish line, what your final run was like?
Well, it was, that was 07. That's a really good run. I think that was second quick of the day. We were low in the first round, and it was just nice and smooth. I knew the clouds were coming in, and the track was cooling down. It was going to be good. And you also know that you're going to have to step up and run good to race John Force. But it was just a nice, perfectly smooth run, and you get the chutes out of the 1,000 foot, and you glance up at the scoreboard, and you see your win light on, and our 4:07. Man, now it's like, okay, got to get ready for a speech.
Can you talk about some of the good luck that was riding along with you today?
Yeah, my daughter, I guess at Pomona, she got for Christmas this little necklace charm with a 4-leaf clover in it, and so she gave that to me at Phoenix. And we went to the final there, didn't get the job done, but she also painted some 4-leaf clovers, and they're on the firewall of my car. So every time they lift the body up and put it down, I think of her. So we're going to keep those 4-leaf clovers around for a while.
Robert, congratulations. We'll
Thank
see
you.
in Las Vegas. Thank you.
I'm ready.
Robert?